Good morning and a very warm welcome to Harrah's Casino here in Atlantic City, New Jersey for the Kamui WPA Women's World 9-Ball Championships 2023. 64 ladies from 15 countries around this glorious pool ball shaped planet. Our first match today could be a classic, the Filipino firecracker Cheska CENTENO versus Margaret FEFILOVA. Your referee for this one is John Lehman. It's WPA rules, race to 7, winner breaks, 1 on the spot. There's no 3-point rule because we're not using a magic rack, and also no call shot, of course, because this is 9-ball. Calling the shots with me though in the booth is Mr. Tony Robles. Good morning, Tony.
Good morning, buddy. It's so great to be here for this special championship. What a way to start out the year.
Fabulous, isn't it? And what a fabulous match this promises to be. The young, quick-fire, well, we've got quick-fire Kelly Fisher, of course, who is the defending champion of this. Last played back in 2019, of course, hasn't been played since. That's quick-fire Kelly. Well, this is a killer Filipino, Cheska, and look at that hair. And I even put some pink socks on this morning, Tony. What about that? I actually did.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
That's hilarious. I taught you well, son.
So,
well, she's already up and running. I've always loved, I could never get enough of Cheska. Her game is so amazing, and she does everything so effortlessly. She's a fast shooter, quick pace shooter. Unfortunately, shot that one a little too fast. Didn't really look to see where to leave the cue ball for that one. So let's see if she can stun it over to the center of the table. She's going to have to hit this one really hard or draw it.
Oh, don't draw in off. Very, very quick cloth, of course. Brand new cloth, the Predator Apex table with the Arcadia cloth. The Arcos 2 balls. And we've got 6 matches for you today live on this table.
Look at that shot.
Look at this for a shot. Off the rail, doesn't mind where she is, just totally natural. Nudges the 8 ball on as well. So this is a very, very quick rack indeed. A break and run, it looks like, to start off this Kamui Women's World Championships. And then it goes 1-0. So
very impressive. Happy
New Year, Tony.
Happy New Year to you, bud.
So
how'd you spend the holidays? With the family?
With the family back home in the UK, yeah. Unfortunately, I had COVID over Christmas. There's Margaret FEFILOVA, as we see. And husband Tyler will be at the Derby City Classic now, I believe. Have you ever played Derby City?
I'd never had the pleasure of playing
really?
it. Never, not a single
me.
time, and I really do want to play in it. I've never played in a banks tournament in my life. Never played in a one-pocket tournament. Look at that.
Yeah, we have the pink hair of Cheska CENTENO. She's a very cool girl. And we've got another pink-haired girl in the tournament as well. Well, actually, 3. There must be. There's Amber Chen.
Oh, she dyed her hair too?
She dyed her hair pink, but she said it's gone wrong. It's gone a bit yellow, she told me this morning. And also, of course, we've got the young junior, Sophia Mass, the pink dagger.
Oh, wow. Be interesting to see the battle of the pink hair if they got to play one another.
Yeah. So, here we go then, rack number 2. Winner breaks, of course. Cheska breaking off. And we have got other games going on. There's 8 tables in use. And we'll keep you up to date with some scores. If you want to find out yourself, go to probilliardseries.com and you can see everything there. And then if you go to tv.kazoom.com, there's a lovely app there and you can watch any of the tables that you choose. Just go on there and full instructions of how to watch are on that page as well. Right, back to business.
See that 1 ball she made? She just fired it in with 3 rails. For the 2 ball. It's going to have to manage the speed here a bit better.
She hasn't hit it hard enough.
Too thin.
The tables are quick, Tony, but not that quick. Yeah. Oh, where's it going to end up?
It might go off the 2.
She might get a bit of luck here. No.
Almost did. Margaret definitely has an opportunity here.
Yeah, Margaret will want to get in this match. It is winner breaks, of course, and you know, before you know it, Tony, you can be 3-4 racks behind, can't you?
Oh yeah.
So it's a little bit of a tricky one, yeah. How's she going to get to the 3, Tony?
She might have enough angle to shoot the 2 ball and play the 3 in the top left or right-hand corner pocket. I mean, the left-hand corner pocket. 3 doesn't go past the 9. But maybe she has a thinner hit. Yeah, she looks like she's going to play safe, Mark.
Really?
And nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Well, it's okay. It's the right shot if she gets a good shot. If
Yeah,
she
look at the
doesn't,
speed.
it's a bad shot.
Look at the speed. Look how great she hit that, because she's such a worker. She's
Well,
such a hard worker. It doesn't surprise me that she hit that one out of the park.
I like going 2 rails here.
Yeah, I like going 2 rails as well. It can help separate the cue ball from the object ball,
Nearly made it.
unless they meet up again.
So the first real opportunity, you could say.
Question is, will she be forced to play the 3-5? It's hard to tell from this angle. Yeah, she might end up playing the 3-5 or playing a safe on the 3 ball. I like the 3-5 because it's like on.
Yeah, and you'll see the pockets take the balls in the early stages of this tournament, of course, because it's new cloth, Tony, and there's a bit of slide going on, and the pockets will be more receptive, shall we say.
All the more reason to shoot the combo, right, Mark?
Yeah, bigger pocket. And there you see,
there you
perfect
go.
example of it.
But she hit it with smart speed, just in case. You hit a little bad, it still has a shot of going in.
Yeah, there you see, caught that quite wide, didn't it? But still dropped in on this new cloth.
It's going to go 2 rails here.
Oh, she's caught it.
Ooh.
It's gone just a little bit wrong. Now then, does she play the 9-ball combo?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Well,
I don't know. It's not really on. She might be better off playing a safe, but it all depends on how she feels. Remember, like I said, she's a hard worker. When you work on combination shots in the weak parts of your game,
Safety.
you're more comfortable. But I think the safety is a higher percentage shot here.
Is she going for it in the corner? She is. She's
look,
gone for it in the corner.
Man, look at that shot. I didn't even think she could cut it that way. That's a great shot.
Oh, she's got a more difficult shot to come now, though.
Wow, that was a fantastic shot by Margaret.
Works so hard, as most of them
Whether
do
she's going to
these
go
days.
1 rail, just tap it in, so that way it increases the chances of making the 8. Because going 3 rails, you got to hit it perfect if you're going to go 3 rails. Oh, she's going to play safe.
Well, you can
Smart
see her
shot,
plan,
smart
can't
shot.
you? If Cheska does have one fault, you could say it's her safety game. She doesn't really have a great safety game. She's all-out Potter kind of thing. So maybe Margaret's got a little game plan here. Don't take any risks. Keep it tight and hope for some chances.
I like that she blocked the bank with the 9-ball being where it is. Mark, she hit it great.
Well, just as I say, she hasn't got a safety. She's played, well, a half-decent safety there, but an easy one to come back here, Tony, I think. Could be in trouble here.
Yeah, she can definitely thin this. She can either bank it, or she can thin it and leave the 8-ball near the bottom rail on the cue ball uptown. But I like that. I mean, the way she bangs so well. You ever seen Margaret bank? They all bank well. Like I said, they work so hard on their game. I came a little short there.
Well, this is 9-ball. This is 9-ball, and there's a perfect example. She got the double bank. Didn't play it, of course, but she'll take it. And now,
who wouldn't take it, Mark? We've all been there, right?
I wouldn't. I would say, come on, that was a fluke. You have the next shot. Of course I wouldn't. That's why I'm sat here, mate. So levels it up then. 1 rack all in our first match. So, as I said, lots of other games going on around the room, and some real talent. I mean, I walked in here last night, Tony, into this lovely convention centre here at Harrah's Casino, and we're up on the 2nd floor, and we've got 34 Predator bar box tables. We've got 8 tables that we're using for this particular tournament, and a couple of practice tables as well. And we have the CSI BCA Atlantic State Championships going on as well.
Oh, it's so great. It's great to see all the tables over here. The setup is absolutely beautiful. And look at the arena. Look at the incredible job. They even improved from last year, the arena. Now they got like little corner set up where the players are sitting right there.
It looks fantastic.
With the logos, it looks beautiful. And then you combine that with the yellow LED lights in the bottom of the beautiful Predator Apex table. Got a winning combination there.
The projections on the wall as well that you saw in the background there. We're rolling out the carpet for these guys, aren't we? Here we go then.
See if that corner ball goes in, Mark. Nope.
It went close, but she didn't get it. Gave him a good whack. The cue ball went. I think she made a ball though.
Yeah, the eight didn't go in the corner, but it went in the side.
Well, and there's a nice, I can't really see any real difficulties here, do you?
Look at the break. See, the eight almost went in,
Yeah,
and then
got
got
a little
kicked in.
kick, and then kicked.
Little
by the
last minute
5
entry
ball.
right there.
Look at the
Now,
6
obviously,
ball.
the 2 and the 6 are on, so she just has to come up with a nice long shot. Make sure that she remains completely steady on this shot.
Yeah,
Watch the little pause at the end. She doesn't rush the last stroke. Beautiful.
Stroked it home. Very nice indeed. Yeah, something she's been working very hard on. And I know that Ruslan Racing has been over in the States doing some coaching with a few players.
Oh, that's great. Is he still there, you know?
I think he is still around, yeah. I think he's at
Great.
Derby, to be honest. Well-controlled speed for that one, Tony.
Yeah, she made sure that she cut it a bit so the 2 ball came off the rail and didn't have a chance to stay on the rail. So that's a very smart shot. Easy to manage position on the 3 ball.
Kelly Fisher gone 1 up in her match against Katie Cool. What a cool name that is. Rubelin Ahmet has taken the first rack in her match against Wan Kai. Very good friends, of course, with Cheska.
Nice little curve draw there on the 2 ball to the 3 from Margaret. Like coming off 1 rail. Well, no, not 1 rail, 2 rails here.
Yeah,
See
looking,
right there.
Yeah, seeing where she wants that cue ball to come across. Well, doesn't want to be straight on this.
Yeah, that ball kind of like, it slid on her, remember? We were talking about the new cloth. It slid on her, and I think she got a lot straighter than what she was thinking.
Maybe she can go rail first here, Tony.
Yeah. She might have to, she might not have a choice but to shoot a long shot.
Yeah, she's looking now at taking the 7 from there. That's a very
Because even if
difficult shot.
even if she went rail first here, Mark, it's very difficult to play position on the 7. She'll go near the 9. And she could always play a 4-rail safety bank on the 7 ball if she wanted to. It all depends on how she feels. Oh, wow, look at that.
Played it well.
She cheated the pocket beautifully there. You have to go for this now.
Yeah, looks determined, doesn't she?
Yeah, it didn't look like she had an angle to cheat the pocket, but she did. She made the most out of that shot. Maybe after this rack, we can take a look at that shot on the 5 again.
Yeah, she's just called her extension. Both players get 1 30-second extension per rack. It's 60 seconds after the break off, 60 seconds after push out.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear, done all the hard work, and well, Cheska's going for this, isn't she? She won't be refusing this one.
Yeah, don't be surprised if she banks this in. See, look at the 5 ball. Look how she cheated the pocket there, look.
Yeah, clever shot. Unfortunately, though.
Oh, she can cut it in.
Yeah, she can cut this in. Oh, no!
Uh-oh. She's not going to be happy with the result, though.
Oh, dear. Well, and the simplest of 9 balls for Margaret then.
Yeah, she definitely wanted to straighten out the cue ball. She hit it a little bit on the thick side, which sent the cue ball towards that pocket. That's what happened there. Had she hit it as thin as she was planning to, then she would never scratch.
Yeah, trying to go up and down, wasn't she? So 2-1 then to Margaret in our very first match of a 4-day tournament, 19th through 22nd.
Let's see if she makes an adjustment to make the 8 in the corner. She did. The 8 went straight in that time.
Yeah, nearly made the
And
1 in
has
the
a
side.
nice
Look
shot
at
on the
that.
1 ball.
Oh, look at the 1 ball, Tony. could make that one ball. Talking of making the balls, I played recently in a lovely place in King's Cross in London. First chance to use my brand new equipment, Tony, that Predator was so generous to give me.
Oh, great. What are you playing with now?
I'm playing with BK Rush brake. I've got the Air Rush jump, of course. Hoping I can jump them like Fedor, fly them over the balls like Fedor. And I'm playing with the P3 butt with a 3143 maple shaft. There you go.
The 314-3 maple shaft with what? What was the cue?
P3.
P3.
Yeah.
Oh, P3 is a nice, very nice cue. Nice equipment there, bud.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, don't let him fool you. He's a hustler. This man doesn't miss a ball. I played him on the bar table. I sat down for I just basically watched for 3 straight games while he ran out.
You're mixing up my commentary with my playing. I never miss a ball from here, but I do out there, believe me.
Very
So
nice.
Back
very
to
nice.
the important issue of this 4th rack. Margaret would love to take a 2-rack lead here. Get a little bit of breathing space, because make no mistake, Cheska is quite capable of breaking and running a few. So this is stage 1 of the tournament. It's race to 7, and then in stage, it's double elimination, of course. Then when we get to stage 2, the race goes to race to 8.
Okay. Well, I mean, Margaret is super focused. You can see it. She works very hard with Tyler. They work on both their games. You see them posting on social media all the time, all their practice sessions, part of their practice sessions.
Yeah, Margaret, a US citizen now, of course. Just a little draw shot here, Tony. A perfect view of the backhand, opening up, beautifully stroked in. Got a lovely little bit of action on the cue ball. This angle again on the 6. Locking that next positional shot into her memory. That's why they do that, isn't it, Tony?
That's right. That's why repetition is the mother of all skill.
Some great camera work there.
Oh, yeah. Look how perfectly she hit that ball, Mark.
Yeah, if you want to know what focus looks like, you're staring at it right now.
And that's the thing, you know, when I give lessons, I tell people all the time, the more you practice focus, the easier it becomes. You have to take this game as seriously as you would cancer. You have to really put your heart and soul into every single
Not sure
shot.
I like that analogy, but
Oh,
I'll let you get away with it.
I'm talking
this
about
once.
trying to beat cancer. And you just want to make sure that you really get into the habit of doing that. So that way, when you really focus on that aspect, it becomes easier to turn on and off on command when you need to.
Yeah, and they're playing for big prize money here as well. First prize in this Kamui WPA sanctioned Women's World 9-Ball Championships. 30,000 to the winner. Runner-up gets 20. Third and fourth, 12 grand each. That's all right, isn't it, Tony?
Wow, that's fantastic.
And 5th through 8th is 6,500. 9th through 16, 4,000. 17th to 23rd, 2,000. Total prize money, 148,000. There's Cheska. She'll be looking to win a portion of that.
I love the way you read. You read so well, even though there's mistakes. You wrote 17th to 23rd.
I was hoping.
23rd, or instead of 23rd.
You've just completely blown my cover. I thought you were my friend, mate. I was hoping that people thought that I wasn't reading that. And I actually did almost stumble on that. I thought, I've gone and written 23rd instead of 3rd. Back to the action then. Margaret FEFILOVA to break.
Let's see if she makes that 8 ball
up.
again. Straight in.
Yeah, she's got the breakdown. Well,
and that's what they're doing when they're breaking. They're intentionally trying to play position for the 1 in that upper right-hand corner pocket.
Yeah. Now, will she go for the bank here, Tony? Just looking to see where's the 2 ball. Does it avail her position? It doesn't. She'll be going away from the 2, won't she, if she makes this bank, or can she hold it? I think you go for this, don't you?
I mean, she might have enough angle. Let me see. Well, no, I thought she had enough angle to where if she missed the bank, she could leave her opponent behind the 2 and the 7, but it doesn't look to be the case. So if she decides to go for it, it has to be with the understanding that she might sell out. She might have enough angle. She might have enough angle. Let's see.
I think she's playing safe, Tony. She won't be
There's
cutting
nothing
this
wrong
in.
with
Is she
that.
cutting this in? No.
And that's what it looks like. Yep.
She is, you know. What a shot.
Look how good she hit that ball.
Wow. Difficult cueing
Yeah.
as well, wasn't it?
I didn't think she was going to go for that, considering that she had to contend with the 4 and the 6. But I mean, she managed it very well.
Wasn't quite on top of Mount Everest there, was she?
No.
More of a Mount Fuji.
A mini Everest.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier, players from 15 countries, 64 players contesting.
Oof, she almost wound up.
You worried me then, Tony.
Well, you remember, you can hit that with all the inside spin in the world, but when it's a brand new cloth, it's still going to slide to the opposite side a bit.
Kelly Fisher 3-0 up against Katie Cool out on table number 2. Rubelin Armit 3-0 up against Wan Kai. Amber Chen in action as well. The reigning Canadian Open champion from 2022.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was just enough to put her off, wasn't it?
That was a classic case of sacrificing the shot for position.
Took her eye off it, maybe.
Yeah, well, I learned that from Ray Martin, former 3-time world straight pool champion Ray Martin, when I was 17 years old, and I took lessons from him. He says, the reason you're missing all those shots, I was missing a lot of shots back then, was because you're sacrificing the shot for position. Even if you don't play position, at least make sure that you maintain.
4-ball fluke.
Look at that. Wow, look at this. Whether she's going to play position for the 6 in the side pocket. Looks like she can slide it over a little bit. Oh, wow. Not sure what she was trying to do there, because she really overhit that pretty badly. Maybe she meant to play position for the 6 in the opposite side pocket and struck the cue ball too low. I think that's what happened there. Key combination here. Speed is very important. Nope.
Well, that's what I was saying at the beginning, Tony. She's so attacking, and sometimes it's her nemesis.
Yeah.
That might have been a time to just rein it in just a little bit, get a decent shot.
Well, Jessica is so young. I mean, not that Margaret isn't, but she needs to get to a point where she's so much more disciplined and really take the time to look where she needs to lead the cue ball, because she already knows she's going to make all the shots.
Well, I was about to say how impressed I was when you were giving your little speech about Ray Martin, how you were 17 when you learned that, and I thought, wow, this guy's got a good memory.
Yeah, I took 6 lessons from him, 3 in straight pool and 3 in 9-ball when I was 17 years old. I'll never forget it.
So another mistake then from Cheska when she pushed the boat out just a little bit too far, you could say. Straightforward 9-ball for a 4-1 lead, beginning to look a little bit serious now for the young Filipino. Covering her face. Wonder what's going
she's
through her
starting to run
mind.
out of time.
Yeah, race to 7. And I always think this is so important now, Tony, because this one is going to put a 1 away from getting on the hill in the next one, if you know what I mean.
Correct.
And there
you know how it is, Mark. When you're in a position like this and you get your next turn at the table, you have to really just stay focused on the moment, on the here and now. What happened before doesn't matter anymore. It's what you do from this point on.
She started playing when she was 11 years old, Cheska, which isn't, it's young, but not these days. We've got some youngsters. We've got young Savannah Easton playing as well later on. Young road runner from Las Vegas, beep beep. She's in action, 12 years old.
And you know, I've never had the pleasure of watching her play yet.
Really?
You know, 8-ball in, straight again, and the 1 in the side mark, the 5 in the side,
Yes.
the 3 in the corner. She made 4 balls on the break. Look at this. What a spectacular break that was. Look, corner, 1, 5 got kicked in the side, and 3 went straight in the corner.
Just missed the 3 ball on its way into the side, yeah. Nice break. Nice shot on the 2 as well. Well, hard to see what can go wrong here, Tony. 7 ball, okay, you could say, but it's so close to the 9 ball that it's easy, right?
Yeah.
Nothing to do with the cue ball.
I like going 2 rails here. Going 2 rails, you come towards that 4, the diagonal line. It almost guarantees that you have an angle on the 4.
Don't go straight though. It doesn't matter if she is
fine.
Straight. Yeah.
She's fine. I mean, her cue ball control is so good. She has just enough angle. She has a choice here. She can leave it by the rail, or she can come off and leave it more or less where it's at now. She has enough angle. See, she can leave it by the rail, or come off and leave it where she's at now.
How would you play it?
I like leaving it by the rail because all I have to do is cut and automatically end up going there. Where the other way, if you don't manage the speed correctly, and you end up too straight on the 6 ball, this way you're guaranteed an angle here no matter what by hitting it soft. The other way, if you mishit it, there's a chance you might end up straight. And then you went from an easy run to a difficult run or no run.
Would you stun this over?
I like follow here. I like going 2 rails and going towards that 7 ball. Because once I hit that top rail, I'm going right towards that 7 ball.
Slow down.
Overhit it a bit.
Slow down, yeah.
But I mean, judging by the way she cut the 1 ball a couple of racks ago, this should be a hanger for her.
Yeah.
And she's probably going to go back and forth. When I go back and forth in this shot, I don't know if she's going to go 3 rails or 2 rails and just tap it in. But if you go 3 rails, the important thing is to make sure you hit it with enough speed to come off that 3rd rail. She didn't do it though because she's very comfortable with that speed. But you see how you come short? It's very easy to come short. If you don't hit it with enough speed to come off the 3rd rail too, a lot of times the tendency is to overhit that shot and the cue balls are frozen on the rail. That's why I think it's important to make sure you hit it with just enough speed to make sure you come off that 3rd rail.
Just enough.
Just enough.
We've had a bit of uptown. When am I going to hear a bit of downtown?
Hasn't shown up yet. But she should be fine here. And as you said, she takes this rack, gives her the opportunity to come within 1 to get on the hill. And at this point, Cheska has to really hope she gets another opportunity. Very well executed.
Yeah, I often wonder which Cheska is going to turn up when she plays.
There's the 8 ball again. She's been controlling the break so well. Look at the 1 ball again in the corner. I think that's been the key to this match because she broke and ran out several times, but she's been really controlling that cue ball, not overhitting it. Just enough speed to make that 8 ball and control. Have the 1 ball go 2 rails and back towards that top right-hand corner pocket. Yes, now it's going to be a little tricky here if she decides to cut it in because the 5 ball's below the 1 ball, which makes it more difficult. She's going to have to hit this pretty soft with a lot of right and hope the right will grab. And worst case scenario, if he hits the bottom of the 5, the cue ball will stay in the correct side.
Similar shot to, sorry to interrupt you, Tony. Similar shot to the one she potted before. Oh, she's missed that one, and I thought that was easier, if anything, because she wasn't tree-topped. Yeah. Over anything.
Well, she did hit the bottom of the 5, like I said she needed to, right, to keep the cube on that side of the table.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, she missed the 1.
Big shot there. Forced the draw, digging down. So you'd feel she really has to clear these balls now. She's a little bit sloppy there. Just caught the 5 ball. She's okay. Certainly doesn't hang about, does she?
No, it's a thing of beauty to watch. It really is. The confidence level that Cheska possesses is very few players that I've seen in the game that possess that.
See, this is the thing with her. A bit like Ronnie O'Sullivan or Tony Drago as well. You know, they can win 2 or 3 racks in about 5-6 minutes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. But you know, slow and steady always gets it.
And this is perfect. Look, a little stun over for the 9 ball. All of a sudden, within the blink of an eye, I hope you didn't go out to make a cup of tea or anything, because you've just missed a super rack there from Rublin Army after that miss on the one ball from Margaret. And you know, with winner breaks, we say it all the time, Tony, you're never out of it.
That's true. Wonder if she's curious to see if she's going to break from the same spot that Margaret's breaking from to try to make that corner ball, or if she's just going to take her chance breaking from the opposite side where lefties normally break from.
Yeah, I mean, the last time she broke was in the opening rack. There she is. Just after she won the lag, she broke the first rack and broke and ran. So I don't think she'll be changing anything in her break. We'll see, though.
I'm telling you, John Lehman, hardest working referee probably in the history of the game. No doubt about it. I've been in this game 43 years, and I've never seen anyone working hard like him, like he does. I mean, he just goes all out. See, she broke from that side. Fortunate to make a ball there.
Yeah, look at this. She's going to have a shot on the one. Bump that 7. She's got a shot. Oh, mind that chalk, Jessica.
Yeah, be careful. She's lucky she doesn't have a round piece of chalk.
I was just going to say the same thing. Do you remember who done that? Max Lechner done it in the Masters one year.
I believe it. It happened to me one time, and I gave a ball in hand. I wasn't too happy about it. Look at this. Look at this.
What did you do?
Mount Everest.
What did you do? Cut the round bits off of the chalk and use it as a square?
No, I just went up to Karim and said, Karim, can we not make it round? It was I think it's an octagon shape, right?
Yeah, octagon, yeah.
Shape, the Predator chalk.
Yeah.
Look, right-handed. Check that out.
Cheska that out. It's in.
Made it look like a hanger, right-handed.
See what I mean? Look, 5-3 now. Breaking for the next one. Presuming she runs this out, of course. 5-3. All of a sudden she's breaking 5-4. She's only one behind. Then she's going to be breaking to go level. So it can change, can't it, in a blink?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It doesn't take much. It's just amazing to see these two ladies have the level of experience at such a young age. It's really inspiring to watch.
Do you know what I'm impressed with? How she sat in that chair for a lot, had a couple of misses, but she's come out like she's been running racks all morning, you know? So much confidence.
Or almost like the score is still 0-0 and they're just starting.
Yeah, and now 5-3. And Margaret will know that this is far from one. And it might just make her, Tony, think a little bit more as well. You know, we were talking about Cheska pushing the boat out too far.
Yeah.
You know, maybe Margaret has taken on one or two herself as well that maybe she shouldn't have, or had an alternative, shall we say.
I think right now what Margaret's thinking of is she's waiting to pounce that table once she gets to the next opportunity, should she get one. You know how it is. I've always said it's okay to respect your opponent. Nothing wrong with that. But once you get to a point where you're playing against them and you respect them, their game more than yours, you've already lost a match.
Wing balls in, Tony. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I don't think she'll be going for the...
This might be the key to the match right here, this shot.
Made the wing ball straight in. No shot.
See, I like banking here because I can play safe, possibly behind the 3 and the 8. She's a shot maker, so why not take the risk?
She might even cut it in. No, she's
right. You see, behind the 3 and the 8, if she doesn't make the bank, right? But I mean, I don't know if she can avoid the scratch here.
Yeah, she's fine. She can play in the side.
But what a great bank shot that was. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that shot, Mark. I think she's out from here. And if she is, she's within one of tying it. Just need to guard yourself against the side pocket.
You just never know, do you, in this game?
Nope.
I've never been a real fan of winner breaks, but it's a classic example of why the pros love it so much.
Yeah.
And the fans love it so much, because if somebody does take a big lead, it doesn't mean to say you're out of it.
She looked away like, I almost missed that one. And like you said, it's watching her play is like a blink of an eye.
This is, I'll tell you what, although she's got the lead, Margaret, you've got to favour this young Filipino at the moment.
Yeah, well, she's at the table. Can't do anything from the chair.
Certainly not. And we're going to see how this match Cheska on a 3-pack here. Winner breaks.
It's going to be tricky right here, Mark. I don't know if she has access to the corner pocket with the 1. If she doesn't, remember the previous combination she shot, she missed.
3 balls, mate. She made that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you play the... Well, she's looking at the combination.
Like looks like you might go. Can't tell from this
angle.
angle.
What, you mean it goes past the 6? No,
she's going to play
safe. In behind that 6 ball. Get it glued to that 6. Or she's overhit that.
Overhit that.
You see what I mean about her safety? It's not the best part of her game.
Yeah.
And she's done that, I remember, in the final.
And I think that's the advantage that Margaret has over her. Margaret's game is complete. She has a complete game.
Yeah.
She has a great safety game, great offensive game. Very smart player. Takes her time. Which is the reason why she's up 5-4.
Yeah, I remember Cheska playing against Jasmine Ocean in the semi-final. She went for everything and got everything. And then when she got to the final against Wei Chiu Chen, who's here as well, of course, she just sort of didn't collapse, I wouldn't say, but her safety just wasn't good enough, and Wei tied her up. And in the end, it went Wei's way.
Looks like she's going to get aggressive here. Ooh.
Wow.
That was unfortunate for her.
Just starting to wobble a little bit, Tony.
Not an easy shot, shot, but for a second there, I thought she was considering thinning the 1 ball and placing the cue ball.
It's gone wrong. No, it's gone wrong.
Now she has no choice. She has no choice but to shoot the combo. I mean, not that she can't play it safe, but I would imagine it's almost straight. It's almost lined up to where, let's see. Nope, she's going to play the safe. She's going to play the safe. And almost leaked it out.
Yeah, didn't get that cue ball tight. Just played it.
Yeah.
The trouble is she plays her safeties as quick as she plays her pots. You know, she just plays
and
the same rhythm, whatever.
Yeah, you can't do that. I mean, believe me when I tell you, she might be behind the ball now, but Margaret is super happy to be at the table.
Yeah. 3 rails?
I like 3 rails. Yeah, I like 3 rails.
Well,
because I feel like when you hit that shot 3 rails, you can keep the cube on the bottom of the table and possibly send the 3 up, or vice versa if you hit the side of the 3.
There's always a chance of making the 3 in the side as well, isn't there, if you're coming off 2 rails. So another chance then.
Look at this.
What's she done there?
Out of line. But she's such a great. I mean, this is like this is a hanger for her.
This girl's great to watch. She's a cheeky. She's cheeky pinky.
They're both great to watch. Margaret is I respect Margaret so much too.
Wow, Cheska will be loving this. Margaret will be disliking it very, very much indeed. Just be careful getting them balls out, girls. Don't be getting them out before the cue ball stopped.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to ask Cheska after the match if she needs a ride to the bus station or something. I don't know if she's in a hurry to catch a bus or a train. That's what it feels like, how quickly she's shooting.
Just a bit of breaking news for you guys. Kelly Fisher on the hill, 6-1 against Katie Cool. Katie managed to avoid the whitewash for now. No donuts being served at the moment. And Rubelin Armit 5-2 up against Karkai 1. And Shu Ching Jiang is 4-1 up against Amber Chen. There's the very pensive looking Margaret. She's going through all her mental exercises that I know she does.
There's the corner ball. She sees. As soon as she stopped that
Where's the
cue
cue ball? Where's the cue ball? Where's the cue ball?
Oh,
dear, oh dear, oh
that
dear.
was very unfortunate. That was a bad. Look where the cue ball stopped. Look, it just got kicked. Look, the cue ball stopped there.
Absolutely perfectly, and to kick it 2
She did nothing wrong
rails.
there. That was just an unfortunate roll right there.
Dear.
This is a massive opportunity for Margaret. And you better believe she's going to take advantage of this.
The only slight saving grace is the 4 is just a little bit awkward. That could be cause a little problem, Tony. I'm not saying it will. Yeah, look, she's distraught about that. And so she should be. So unlucky.
If she left the cue ball where it's at right now for the 3 ball after shooting the 2 ball, she can actually go 2 rails after shooting the 2 ball and end up on the other side of the 4 to where she can shoot the 4 and go 1 or 2 rails to play the 6 ball in the upper right-hand corner pocket. I think that's going to be the key right here to getting out of this rack.
Yeah, all about the 4 ball. Natural position here from 2 to 3. But she needs, as you say, a decent angle on this 3, Tony, to go where she wants.
Yeah. Because it doesn't look like the 4-7 is on.
I think she can play it in the top.
Yeah.
You know, she can just stun over here a little bit and play it into. She might even get on in the side. You never know.
Yeah, that's a possibility, absolutely. But I like the side pocket. And if she can draw it there, that's even better because she's going right across on a straight line past the 4, kind of like parallel to it.
It's a nice jersey she's got on there, isn't it? Do you call them jersey? I mean, we're in New Jersey.
New Jersey. Very nice. Did she get there? We're about to find out.
Oh, I don't think so. Is she?
I think she might be able to go between the 7 and the 9, or above the 7. It all depends on how thick she can hit this ball.
Is our first.
But if she has the angle that I think she does, she might go between the 7 and the 9 with follow. That's what it looks like she's doing.
I was just going to say, Tony, I
right,
wonder.
Just like that. Just like that.
I wonder will our first match be a hill thriller.
Yeah, very, very well executed shot there by Margaret. And I like you can't go wrong with this shot. If you end up on either side, as long as you don't end up with too much of an angle or straight, you're in good shape. So this is not one of those shots that you really need to overthink a lot. I think the 8 to the 9 is more important.
Will she just dig down here and hold the cue ball more or less?
I'd rather just roll it in and just to make sure I get the angle instead of trying to end up, elevating the stick. But it looks like she's going to hit it low. She seems more comfortable with that, unless she's going to stun follow it forward. Let's see.
Well, needs a FEFILOVA special here. Needs to cue this smoothly. This is one of the shots she really does excel at. You mentioned her videos that she does on YouTube earlier on, Tony. And
yeah.
There's a lot of these kind of shots that you see her practicing. And watch this arm go through.
And notice her control. She controls these shots so well.
Pushed it into the pocket. So this relatively straightforward 9 ball then to go on the hill first. And she'll be breaking for the match.
Very, very, very nice.
Yeah, on the hill for Margaret FEFILOVA, Steyer and Cheska. Well, she needs now a dry break. She needs one more chance, Cheska. If she doesn't get it, Margaret will be into the next round. Somebody else on the hill, Kelly Fisher, 6-1 up against Katie Cool, 3-3. Ina Kaplan and Denise Wilkinson. Another person on the hill, Woo Jin Lee, 6-1 up against Vogelmann, Tina Vogelmann from Germany. And Elise Kiu taking the lead 3-2 against Dawn Hopkins, and Rubilin Armit 5-2 now. And look who that is. Beep, beep, give us a wave. Savannah, the road runner Eastern that we were talking about, her. There she is with her dad, Larry. Very, very great addition to the sport.
Yeah, she's an awesome kid.
Absolutely, and she's such a great player as well. I mean, it's all well and good being active and great on social media and all that kind of thing.
2 ball.
She walks the walk as well, Tony.
Yeah, oh yeah, she sure does.
Or should I say she runs the run, because she's the road runner.
I wonder if she can see the 1. I think she can see the 1. See, look at the break. She made the corner ball, stopped the cue ball there, controlled it like she did the entire match, which is the reason why she's on the hill.
Well, it was a shot similar to this that she missed earlier on. Do you remember that ball? When she was tight. It was the 3 ball, actually, wasn't it? When she was trying to make it past the 5.
I'm wondering if she can draw it past the 4 and pass the side pocket to play. I wonder if she has that type of an angle.
Yeah, I like that.
Because she looks like she's going to put it, you know, try to go between the 7 and the 8.
Bit of low
But
right.
I think she might be able to draw it. I'm not sure. She's not going to draw it, though, that's for sure. Ooh.
Well, and she's tried to make an angle again that wasn't there, Tony. What did you say earlier about Mr. Hopkins? Was it no, not Mr. Hopkins, Martin, Ray Martin. What did he tell you?
Well, you sacrificed a shot for position. She definitely had an angle there. I think she just didn't hit it correctly. She had enough angle there because if you notice the way she hit it, I think she undercut it, so it slowed down the cue ball a bit. But maybe she didn't have the angle. The reason why I suggested maybe drawing past the 4 is because it's a brand new cloth, so she was able to hit the ball full enough. Oh, look at this. She's not going to be happy with this result.
That's a poor shot. That is a poor shot.
It goes back to what you were saying earlier about her defensive game.
She really does need to work on that. It's all well and good being able to, you know, pot like a machine. But it's that part of the game. It's those little nuances, you know, which you need, Tony, in your game to be the overall player, as you said, Margaret is. And you need that in your game if you're going to win world championships, you know, or any tournament for that matter.
Have to work on all your weaknesses until you have none.
I like that. I'm going to put that on a T-shirt. Well, we've not had many extensions called. You might have heard the shot clock counting down there.
Manage the speed here. Don't go behind the 7. That's the key here.
Well,
ooh, she overcut that badly, Mark. She's not going to like this.
Yeah, both players showing signs of nerves now. We're getting towards the business end of this match, of course. FEFILOVA on the hill, and the reason you just mentioned Savannah Easton there when the camera went on her, she's actually up on this table next. She will be on this table next, and she will be up against, guess who, Tony?
Who's that? Look at this, look at this, look at this, Mark, look at this. Still at the table.
Yeah, she's actually playing against Kimberly Cullen.
Now, we were talking earlier about the difference between the offensive and the defensive game. I think you're about to see it right now. She's going to probably try to leave the cue ball behind the 7 and the 8 and send the 3 to the bottom pocket. It looks like, is she going for this?
No, surely not. Too risky.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's what I said, behind the 7 or the 8.
She needs to hide it.
7.
She has. So 2 rail here, Tony. Is it on?
Yeah, you got to go 2 rails here.
Maybe get a bit of luck in the side pocket. If not, separation.
I mean, listen, there's always a chance if she hits a 3 just right, she might make the 9 ball coming off the side of the 3 if she hits it with the correct speed. She's going to go 1 rail. It's going to smash it.
Oh, that's a
very
good
nice
hit as well.
Very
How well
nice.
did she hit that?
Wow.
That's a terrific shot. Very good shot.
I mean, she had to hit that dead perfect, and that's exactly what she did. She's going to bank it 1 rail. Oh, I thought she was going to bank it 1 rail for sure. Wow, look how great she hit that shot, Mark. Man, that was not an easy shot at all.
Yeah, well played.
Very, very well executed.
Well,
I mean, you had to get so close to that corner, make sure you don't hit the corner, the point of the corner pocket.
But I'll tell you what, this might be an edge here, and it might be one of them shots where if you hit it, you make it. This could go in. This could go in.
Yeah.
Oh, she's played it off the rail. Oh, has she flew at the 6?
Oh.
No. Yes, she has.
Wow.
Wow, how important could that shot be in the grand scheme of things?
I mean, you play a great save like Margaret did, and then have someone, you know, luck in a ball like that. That's got to hurt a bit.
Oh, dear. Well, if you go out, it's never easy, but to go out to a piece of luck like that, Tony, when you've played Such a great safety, as you said.
Oh, she still needs to maintain her focus just in case she gets an opportunity again.
Here we go. We're going 6-6. We're going heel. We wondered if it would happen in our first match, and it has. So Cheska, Centeno, 6-all, and we're going to stay with us. We're going to stay with you. We're not going anywhere, guys. We're going to stay with the action. Let's just have another quick look. Kelly Fisher has beaten Katie Cool 7-1. Comfortable victory there for the reigning champion. Of course, won this event back in 2019 in a Kaplan 4-3 down to Denise Wilkinson from New Zealand. Now then, if you want to keep up to date and watch any of the other matches going on the other 7 tables, head to tv.kazoom.com. And there's instructions on there how you can choose your table, how to sign up for it. Meanwhile, back to this. Well, it's been, I wondered if it could be a classic. It hasn't been a classic, but it's certainly been close, Tony.
I mean, you know how much we love our heel matches.
Oh, made the one in the side beautifully, the 3 in the side as well. Controlled that cue ball on a dime. Look at this.
Yeah. Wow, you can't ask for a better layout.
Oh, this is just a dream.
I mean, the one in the side, the corner ball.
What a beautiful break that was. And although we're not playing with the 3-point rule, because we're playing with the triangle rack, Tony, no template.
Yeah.
She made the 3-point rule as
Look
well.
At this.
She made
Did she
5
get too
points.
Straight? Did she get too straight on that, Mark?
Oh, I think she can run it off 2 rails,
This is the rushing that we spoke about, rushing, right? It's going to have to play in the side. Look at that. She came short.
Wrong. It's gone wrong. And she needs to go around the angles here, and she needs to be careful, Tony. She hits this cue ball clean and doesn't scratch in the corner.
Yeah. She might have to elevate here.
Yeah. Well, her first extension in the last rack of the match. She's digging down, Tony. This is missable, but not for a player like her. What a great shot that is. And
I mean, she hit that like a dream. And Mark, she was down 5-1 at the beginning of the match, and now look at this.
Unbelievable game. What a comeback from the young Filipino. There it is, guys. In it goes. I've been Mark White, and he has been Tony Robles, as always, and we'll be back at 11 AM local time with our next match. Don't go anywhere. The Roadrunner's in town.